One of my favorite things to do to help ease the effects of aging is to play a sport. You can find a sport or activity that gets you moving, and you can stick with it until you become good at it. If it's a sport, get better at it by joining a league. I play USTA leagues, tournaments, recreational tennis, and I also play with friends whenever I get the chance. And I also use a ball machine for those days when no one's available to play. Whenever my husband is home, I just drag him out to the court for a few hours. I played the number one singles and number one doubles in my college, so I consider myself fairly good at tennis. I usually hydrate with lots of cold water because I heard somewhere that cold water helps you burn calories faster. I also down a bottle of Gatorade to replace all the electrolytes I sweat away. Playing works up quite an appetite. So after tennis, we usually go for a healthy vegan meal at a local restaurant, or sometimes I just go home and cook up something quick and healthy. During play, I use my Apple Watch to keep track of my steps, the amount of calories I burn, and my heart rate. Most of the time, I play every other day. However, there are days I don't get to the tennis court at all. I usually stretch those days and or do weight training. I'll upload a video on those topics later at some point in this series. Make sure to have the proper equipment and attire, such as shoes and clothes, to help prevent injury as you play in whatever sport you choose to play. I usually tape my wrist, my right one, as a preventive measure to avoid tweaking an old injury that I suffered. And by the way, it had nothing to do with tennis. That's what's so ironic. I also tape my fingers to prevent the formation of blisters. Finding a sport is something that you will enjoy and you can play to your heart's content for many years. If you pace yourself, don't overdo it, and just have fun while you're out there. Competition is good for the spirit, I believe. If you can compete and win or lose, you feel good about yourself when you're done. And also, once you really hone in your skills and become very good at your sport, you feel real good about it as you play it. You feel good being able to be part of a team. You can meet new people and you can enjoy it. I know some of the seniors in my area, they love to play pickleball. That's an option if you think tennis may not be something you want to get involved in. I'm not sure how they play pickleball, but they seem to be having a lot of fun over there doing something. I also believe that if you're fit, then you tend to feel much better. Another sport that you can play, it's not actually another sport, it's a version of this sport. It's doubles. As people age, a lot of times they don't want to play singles, which means covering the entire court on your side. You can always just join a league or get with some other friends, learn how to just play recreational tennis, get the ball across the net, and that'll help you have more fun. And you won't have to cover as much area. You're only responsible for your side of the court, and you can have fun. You don't have to move as much. You do have to work on a lot of the things like your serve and volley, because you still use all of the same things that you would use when playing singles. You just won't have to cover as much court. So get moving, Find a sport, find an activity, something to keep your heart rate up, and have fun.